Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another episode today. This is going to be a combination episode. Going to take a quick peek at a care package that came in recently, a surprise card. Somewhat of a surprise, actually was tipped off by the sender that it was on the way, but certainly was not anything I expected. And I'm really very appreciative of it. So we're going to take a peek at that. And then because it came from someone who's a hockey fan, I did pull a few recent hockey card editions just to look at as well, just to extend the video a little bit and group together. And let's get started here. So this envelope, as you can tell, came in from my buddy Slapnutz Gaming, who is very popular here on YouTube, rightfully so. Great member of the community, super supportive of many channels, mine included. We've definitely become hobby pals, and in fact, he started up a Discord channel for any of you that are on the Discord app related to the hobby and the YouTube card community. That's been pretty cool as well. So just an example of kind of how much effort he puts in to unite the collectors that are in this hobby and in this community on YouTube. I greatly appreciate it. And he was nice enough to send me a card here that I am very excited to add to the collection. So first, before we get to it, here's a nice business card, very professional here, from Slapnutz Gaming. Good work, Eric. Will we? Good work, Eric. Sorry. Will we get a hit or poopage? You know, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's poopage. You never know. But very professionally done. I do not have any type of Shoebox Legends business card, so very envious of those of you that have taken the time to put those together for your respective channels. That looks great. And then here is the card. So this is another example of the generosity here in the community. Eric mentioned that he was picking up one of these for himself, sent me a link and asked if I had this in my collection. I let him know that I did not, and he went ahead and bought a copy for me as he was picking up his, which is just awesome. So this is an early career Alex Ovechkin card. It's a Russian issued card, or at least maybe not Russian issued, but from his time in Russia, from Rookie Review. I should have gone to the website, but I have not tried to visit rookiereview.com. Guessing that's probably offline or has been repurposed into something else at this point. But what a great shot of a young, jubilant grade 8 rocking a medal here and just smiling. I absolutely love it. You can see designation is right wing for Team Russia. Just a great photo. And this is a perforated card, almost looks like, you know, removed from a full sheet, like you may have done with like Sports Illustrated for kids cards back in the day. Here's a look at the back, and this is from 2003. So this is literally a pre-rookie card of the grade 8. And I mean, I'm blown away. Honestly, I did not even know this card existed or had never run across it in my searching prior to Slapnutz, you know, hitting me up and sending me the link. I just think it's fantastic. And this is now the oldest Alex Ovechkin card in my collection of the man by far. Definitely do not have anything that dates back to 2003. And then, you know, on the back here, I love it. Just predicting that he should be the #1 pick overall in the 2004 NHL draft, which he indeed was. And of course, you know, Crosby was the #1 pick the following year, and they started at the same time in that dual rookie class after the lockout. And the rest is history. It's hard to believe it's been almost 20 years since that was the case, but this is amazing. I have a lot more work to do in kind of researching this. I wanted this to kind of be a surprise on the video, so I don't have a lot of backstory about how this was issued or where this was issued, but it is an amazing addition to my Ovechkin collection. There is no question about that. And as I said, my only pre-rookie card of Ovechkin at this point that predates his entry into the NHL. So just, you know, that alone, combined with the fact that this came from a supportive friend and important member of our YouTube card community, this will definitely always be a treasured card of the grade 8. It is going into a place of esteem in the Ovechkin Z folio, which is filling up very quickly, and I will be showing off soon. And I thank you so much, Eric, just for thinking of me as a home for this very impressive card, and also for your support of the channel your hobby friendship and everything that you do for the YouTube community. So if by chance you're not subscribed to Slapnutz Gaming, please check the link below. I'll definitely leave a link and highly encourage you to head over there. Let him know that Shoebox sent you. He's a great guy. I'm sure he will be happy to sub you back, and you'll have a new friend in the hobby. So one of the good guys out there, and can't tell you how much I appreciate it, Eric. That's simply fantastic. So to go along with that, wanted to show off some other hockey cards, kind of as a tribute to Slapnutz, since I know he is an NHL fan. Grabbed half a dozen here that came in my latest COM-C delivery that are all hockey, and we're going to take a look at them. First up, we have some Upper Deck canvas inserts, both of the same player, and this is just a favorite insert of mine year in and year out. So we have Sebastian Ajo of the Carolina Hurricanes, young player that I'm very high on. This is his 2017 Upper Deck canvas, which is a second year card. Just loved the overhead shot from the rafters here and the shadow as he's kind of stick handling the puck, probably in pregame warmups. Just a really unique photograph, which is what you've come to expect over the years as a hockey collector from the canvas inserts. And then from last year's set, the 2020, 2021 canvas release. Here's Ajo down on one knee, still trying to make an attempt to pass or shoot the puck. Cool photograph there. You can see the concentration on his face. Love it. And as I say nearly every time I show those off, those canvas inserts, thanks to the e-pack promotion between COM-C and Upper Deck. Those are dirt cheap. I think those two Ajos cost, 30 cents and change a piece. Here's another parallel that I love. Upper Deck exclusives. This is Matt Barzal from the 2018 release. I will buy any one of these of a player that I'm a fan of if the price is right. And this Barzal was out there for less than $1, which just seems wrong given the fact that that's a serial numbered card and his talent level being what it is, but happily scoop that up. Next up, I've got a couple Blackhawks cards here, and they're actually somewhat similar in nature in that they both show a horizontal photograph of a player in the red Blackhawks sweater. And the first of which is another canvas insert featuring Pat Kane, arguably the best American-born player in NHL history. He's definitely right in the conversation anyway, and love this shot of him entering the game. This is from the 2015 canvas release, and high-fiving a young fan there on his way to the arena. Cool shot there. And then from the 2016 release, this is an interesting parallel. So this is like a gold sparkle parallel of Marion Hosa. And these are pretty tough to come by. So the way this works, my understanding with the e-pack promotion, if you pull 10 virtual versions of an Upper Deck hockey card in e-pack, you can exchange them for a silver foil version of the card in COM-C in your inventory, which is, I've shown them before. They look essentially like just a plain matte rainbow finish, almost chromium, but not quite. Well, if you accumulate 10 of those silver foil cards, which would have taken you 100 base cards via e-pack, you could trade 10 silver foils in for one of these gold rainbow foils. So as you would imagine, these are pretty rare. They look fantastic. I think this effect in the background here has come to be known as like speckle, possibly, but they've got a rainbow finish. They've got gold foil elements. They've got the speckle going on behind the player in the background. They are just amazing. This is a 2016, and I think this is the first year that they did these officially, but they've done them every year since. They did change kind of the naming convention and maybe slightly the effect that's used on the cards in more recent releases. But regardless of what year you find one from, those are very rare and they're really drying up. If you see a star player in particular and it's no more than a couple bucks, I would highly recommend grabbing it. And then we started with an Ovechkin, and so at least for this COM-C portion of the video, figured I would finish with one as well. This is a card I've shown before, but I've bought multiple copies of it because I just think it is fantastic and potentially a very significant card when Ovi calls it a career. the Upper Deck canvas from 2018, showing him raising the Stanley Cup championship banner for the faithful fans of the Capitals. I just adore this card. I think it's very significant in terms of what it represents for Alex and his career and finally getting over the hump and winning that Stanley Cup championship. And so I think that card has a lot of potential, and I've scooped up numerous copies of that when they were available for just a couple bucks. So that is the latest. I'm trying to get 3 copies of each of Alex's canvas inserts into the Z folio that I have going for him. So that'll go right into the Z, along with the great one that Slapnutz sent after this video is done. And then the last hockey card for today is an eBay pickup. And this thing came in a gross yellow top loader, but it is a Zdeno Chara clear cut parallel from 2017. Love these parallels. Continue to just grab them up if I find them at a discount. And as I slide this out, you can really see how dirty that top loader is. That is going straight into the garbage. But a really nice acetate card of Big Z here. You can see, because he's got the white sweater, practice sweater, you can actually see his biographical info and stats coming through from the back of the card on this acetate card. But love these. Not particularly easy to come by. Just a small handful of these per case, and every player is paralleled. So your odds of getting any one player in a clear-cut parallel in any given year are pretty darn slim. So thought that would be fitting to show off a few of those hockey cards here in tandem with that fantastic care package from Slapnutz. Again, I appreciate it so much, buddy. You absolutely made my month here on the Ovechkin front with that amazing pre-rookie card. I'll definitely have to figure out something to hit you back with. Everybody, please go give Slapnutz a sub and a like and watch some of his videos if you are not already subbed. And to everybody else, really appreciate you making the time to stop by here and check out these cards. I'll be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, enjoy the hobby and stay safe.